Hey, what's up? This Dilio, live YouTube. Shout out to everybody. Um, as you can see from the title, it's about losing a producer battle. But this is really a video about a bigger picture than that. That's just kind of like a bullet point to this video. And the first thing I want to do amidst the challenges right now is just attitude of gratitude. I was really blown away by the comments that I got from the last video I did like this, where I'm just talking about what I'm dealing with, what I'm going through, and I was really excited by that. I was really blown away by that, and I just want to say thanks. And at the same time, I want to give a special thanks to those who have been directly involved in my pursuit of my music endeavors as a music producer and artist and things like that. And I just want to say thanks to you guys who support, who've made donations to help move things forward, So that's the attitude. And so I just want to acknowledge first those who are speaking out, those who are commenting and saying something. That means a whole lot to me, even from the little corner of my internet and stuff like that. So let's talk about the producer battle that I was just at. I was basically, a friend of mine told me about, hey man, you heard about this producer battle? I was like, I just heard about that. It's cool. He's like, why don't you compete? I was like, well, I don't know about going. He actually sponsored my entry, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I do have some tracks, but they weren't trap. They were my original style, which is more of an electronic, hard hitting kind of thing, more of a crazy sound kind of thing and stuff. So, with these producer battles, I have an attitude of, we'll see what the judges say, because the judges can swing in any direction, they can like how you look and predetermine whether they're going to like what you hear or not. The audience can do the same, and so, to fast forward, I had a random number generated on my cell phone, and I had a random number of tracks to pick, because, I was totally just kind of just let myself go. I didn't really want to steer it any way. It was going to happen how it was going to happen. And so, my first track played, and I'm looking around, and everybody's kind of like, okay. And then their track played, and it was trap, and then next thing you know, okay, I'll play my next track. It's more my style, something different. And then I'm looking around, and so I lost my first round, and it's the first time I actually lost the first round at a producer battle at that one for a long time. So I was like, oh, okay, you know. I get saved and brought back on to battle again. And the same thing happened. It was something different. It wasn't trap music. Everybody kind of like, okay. And even the other stuff was up tempo. Still, didn't get a pop. Lost the second time, And then I was hearing other producers, and I'm thinking to myself, did y'all really do that sound design? Did y'all really do that? Because you don't know. You never know what somebody's working with, so you can't, you know, there's got to be something going on there. But, it was just a microcosm of my situation, where I'm trying to be an individual and do my own thing and move forward. And at the same time, I think about, just wondering about the city, about Atlanta, about the scene here, how there's such a strong gravitation towards trap music in Atlanta, and the producers I appreciate are the ones who don't sound like everybody else. When Neptunes popped out, they weren't sounding like anyone else. When Timbaland was popping off, they weren't sounding like anyone else. And here I am developing my own sound, using my own, I'm not depending on modified samples of the TR-808 drum machine. I design my own kicks, design my own cap claps, but for some reason, it don't make them. And y'all heard the beat. Listen to the $60 million Jet video. Y'all know I can produce trap music. It's not, and I didn't really need them to prove to me that I was good, no one likes to lose a competition, but it was like, what am I really getting, And it's really interesting, I think it was the group No Genre, and it was really interesting for them to call themselves No Genre, yet the genre they gravitated more towards was trap music. And I thought that was very interesting reality there. Um, but I was talking to another friend, actually, Martin Ross. I have to check out his videos. He's like, yo, you actually won, because somebody believed in you enough to pay for your entry into the competition. Second, which was a true fact, there are people recognizing me outside. Like, are you Delio? I was like, you Delio? Yeah, I'm Delio. Oh, what's up, man? So that was cool. So, he also said I won because I was different than everyone else in there. That I did bring something different. And there were some people that understood it and was like, yo, I like that. But, again, as like I said, another thing, I'm not trying to sell my music to other producers, so I'm not going to expect another producer in the room to get a pop from them or a response from them when they're trying to put on themselves. No one wants to admit someone else's stuff is cool. That's just the attitude that you deal with. And so I just continue to move forward. And as I do that, I'm moving forward trying to do videos. I didn't put out a video or a song this week. I kind of needed a break. Allergies are killing me right now. Just tired, lack of time. And, I'm trying to make time for this and to continue growing it. But so I didn't really make a video like that. And then what was really interesting from what you guys are showing me from the numbers is that the last video I filmed like this, where I'm just talking about what I'm dealing with, I heard from so many people I haven't heard from in a while. And I'm like, wow, that's great. That's awesome. And then I do a song, and then we're right back where we started, where there's not too many comments, not too many likes. And I'm like, And I'm thinking to myself, is it that you guys would rather see me sit here and just talk about my struggles? I mean, there's more to life than just struggle. There's more to life than, dealing with the situation, I am grateful for any positive feedback or negative feedback, comments, shares, whatever. I'm grateful for that. But the numbers clearly suggest that there's something more interesting about me talking than me performing or doing my music. At least that's what the numbers show. The engagement was so much greater in me sitting here talking and not even screwing around any of this crap. I'm calling it's not crap. So I just think that's very interesting. So as you guys are watching me, I'm watching you guys. I wonder what's in your guys' playlist. Is it a lot of trap music? Do you like trap music or everything else? Or do you like something different? So, but I say that, to say that, and it continues with the last video. I'm still here. I'm still trying to make something do this. I'm after that life change to where I can do this and not have to go to a 9 to 5 anymore. To be financially independent with what I love to do. And I'm starting to really wonder if Atlanta is that place to provide that for me. Because I've been here a long time. I've been through the good, the bad, the ugly. I've met a lot of nice people on the way. I've met people who would say, yeah, you're going back to school. And then when it came time to really find out if I'm going back, it didn't work out. Or, yeah, we're going to Vegas. And then they're gone, but I'm still here. Or, yeah, we're going to get together. We're going to drop these records. And, I've been through that so many times. Over and over and over again. And I'm okay with that because there was a time where I really let that kind of stuff get me down, and I decided to not let that really get me down anymore. But I have been through a lot of that. A lot of people say, why aren't you signed? How you this? And I'm like, well, a lot of people talk a bunch of bull crap. A lot of people mean well, but don't follow through, Those people who are in position to help me have my life change, so I'm trying to change my own life, but it takes help. And so here I am just saying, that at anybody who follows me, who wants to see me make it, we got to talk about the struggle. We got to talk about the frustration of going to producer battles and it catering more towards what's trendy and then what's not. And it's really funny because if you might see in my other producer videos, I was criticized for being too trendy, for too much like the radio. And now here I am, barely getting a pop for not sounding like the radio. And going into that, I know that it was very subjective, and the wind could blow in any direction, you know. So, and it's funny because I won that producer battle, so it's not like I never won. And it was funny, that day I didn't feel like winning. I wanted to go home. I was at church all morning doing sound, working my tail off, and not really being that well appreciated for it. You know, I guess my thanks was the dollars I got. Great church experience. But so that's what's up. Feel free to comment. Um, I gotta, I wish I had more to show for my fans, because that's all I'm dealing with now. Fans, I can't train nobody no more. I can't. I gotta address the fans and the followers who want to see me do that or like my art, because that's what it's about now. I'm going back to the music. I'm going back to the basics. I'm going back to me doing what I do. And so while I'm doing that, I want to share the good and I want to share the bad and the ugly, because it's all there. These are the videos that I'm making before the life change. And so here I am believing for a life change, hoping for a life change, affirming that a life change is coming, where something happens to where I can really do this music thing how I want to do it. Until the meantime, I'm just going to keep on grinding it out. Alright, I'm done talking. It's 11 minutes, 37, 38, 39. Feel free to comment, and watch out for the next video. Peace.